Look at that! That's what this video is about. Thanks for tuning in to Jeff Farrow's on Hot Homestead. This video is about that thing. Pretty cool. Let's take a look. So this is how I'm figuring out where to place my coat hooks and my brackets for my shelf. This is for my shelf, and I'm using basically 3 1/2-inch pipe, black pipe, and I painted it, spray paint. I've already done the one for the coat. It's going to look like this. So basically all I'm doing is I'm just measuring it so far, the distance in between, and then I'm drilling some pilot holes, and then I'm going to burn the wood. So the pilot holes are there, so I should be right on the mark with these, as long as I level this board. So now it's kind of windy out, so I'm going to try to burn these, and let's hope I burn the wood and not myself, right? So there's my tank. There's my Harbor Freight blowtorch. Love it. And I already kind of got started. I tell you what, when the wind is blowing, it's a little bit difficult because you end up, you can kind of almost see how you got spots of the dark. That's because the wind was blowing and the wind let up and then it kicked back up. So when it's windy, it's tough. Don't have to do very much. I'm gonna do these ends, maybe. Well, I'm going to call it. I like it. And that's all I did. It was hard to see because I already done most of it, but I like the way it looks. I'm not going to do the flip side because that's going to be up against the wall. You won't see it. But I'm going to do shelves. They're going to look just like that. Alright, so for the shelf, I decided to do something like this to keep it together. What I did was I used some of this Liquid Nail Extreme Heavy Duty yada yada. I put that on there. See a little bit of it squeezed through. And then I use brad nails. And then I'm going to burn this side too. I'm going to burn this. But I think this here will hold it all together. And I strategically placed these so that I can still put this guy on. But check this out, folks. This is kind of funny. You'll laugh. Yeah, I probably could have went a little wider, huh? Oh well. So be it. But yeah, just letting the glue kind of dry. I used the 1.5-inch brad nails I've been using, and this just happens to be 1.5 inches, so really nothing should poke through. There's a couple of them that kind of did. A couple of them that poked through, or maybe the wood flared out. So I'm going to use a grinder and just kind of knock it off so it's a little smooth. But yeah, what I also did was I put another piece down below so that the center one here was able to stay up. Basically, I was sandwiching it, and then I also squeezed some of them together too, so that helped a little, like I did down there. I had another one here, but I took it off. I'm liking. Keep going. The wind's still good. And then I gotta put a seal on all these too. So on my plumbing parts here, this is what I'm using. Rust-Oleum, looks like that. It is called a hammered dark bronze. And let me tell you, what's interesting is this black pipe here, when I painted it, you can hardly tell the difference, but this color looks better. So when the glare is just right, the color looks a whole lot better than the black. So, but yeah, so I painted each one. Each one's got like a couple coats. And here you have the finished product. I kind of like it. I got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coat hangers, and then the 1/2 inch. Those are 1/2 inch, and they're 12-inch pipes, and they extend out just a little bit more, so I can hang a hat on it. So it's also a hat rack. This here is just your, I just put a piece as you saw earlier. Kind of holds it all together. And over here, kind of just put it up to the edge of the rope trim. Oh no, I showed the rope trim. Now you got a sneak peek of what's coming. But burned it just like I burned the bench, which is pretty cool. Now I can take a hat. I can put a hat right there. I can throw this over here if I wanted to. I can take this jacket. Let's say I put the jacket right there. So, but I like that I use this here as I think considered 1.5 inches. And then you got your, just a street elbow and a cap. So it gives you lots of space to hang your jacket or purse or bag or whatever you want. And you can even hang it on the edge of this too. And then these screws, what I did was I used brad nails to hold this up. And then these screws here I drilled in as far as I could with a drill bit. You know, drill bits are always say big. But I wanted to drill it in. And then these screws here are 3.5 inch screws. And then I just painted the tip of those screws. I'll show that here in a sec. I just painted the tip of them, and then screwed them in place so that they're being 3.5 inches. They'll go through this 1.5 inches or 3/4. This is 3/4, so that's 1.5 inches. Plus you got the OSB behind it. That's another 1/2 inch, and then maybe I hit a 2x4 for the wall. If not, so be it. I wanted to make sure I got all the way through. That's why I went with 3 inches. I want to go through all 3 layers. It's a little windy. You can see here, this is where I did some of the painting of some of them. But here's what I do with the screws. I don't need to do the whole screw. So this table adjusts through here. It actually adjusts this here. It slides this out. Both of these slide out. So I did it just enough to put to hold the screws, and I just painted the tip of the screws. And I can easily take them out. So there you have it. The mudroom has racks for the jackets. How beautiful. See if I have fun.